Hey, Facebook and everyone else, YouTube, Instagram. My name is Angela Hooper-Menifield, and I am the Chief Equipping Officer of Menifield and Associates. And I have been MIA. You may have noticed that, contrary to my routine of always going live on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, for the last couple of weeks, I have not done so. So, first, let me extend my apologies because it's definitely my intent to live up to the routine that I have established. If you do follow me on Facebook, you probably know, definitely on my personal page, that last Sunday my father passed away. So, I have been busy, to put it politely, uh, a combination of both grieving as well as just taking care of business, right? And then also making sure that those I love, as well as myself, are okay. So this week was an introduction back into some normalcy, and hopefully by next week things will be back full speed. But I could not let another full week go without talking to my friends, my people, and those who have supported not only myself and my business, but who I hope my HR moments have been of value to. So today is Friday, July the 17th, and this is your HR moment. So at the first of the month, July 1, we talked a little bit about, we hit that mid-year point. So the first 6 months of the year had come and gone, and now here we were with the second 6 months. And so oftentimes I think at different increments, whether that's at the quarter or at mid-year, end of third quarter and whatnot, it's always a good time to step back, reflect, and think about your goals, where you are in meeting them, what your progress looks like, but also what adjustments can be made. And so as such, I call this halftime planning, right? Again, if you follow me any at all, I love sports. And so in sports, regardless of what sport it is, there's typically a midpoint in the game where there's either an intermission, there's an opportunity for the teams to go in, there's a halftime show and whatnot. But during this time when we're being entertained, doing our bathroom breaks and or conversing and getting food, the coaches are doing just that, making halftime adjustments. Now you may wonder, well, why are halftime adjustments necessary? Well, number one, I believe it's an indicator between good and great coaches, right? Because every good coach goes into a game with a plan. So if you're a business owner, right, every good business owner goes into the year with a plan. If you're a supervisor who you do performance metrics and strategic planning, every good leader goes into the year with a good plan, right? So this methodology works across different sectors or segments in life, right? Those who become great, in my opinion, are those who make the appropriate adjustments. Because a plan is just that, a plan. It's something that we intend to do based on the knowledge we have at the time or what we forecast will take place. But what often happens is things unexpected, things unforeseen, and maybe some planning or attacks on us, right? Now, when I say attacks, I don't mean like really attacks. What I mean is our competition, they had a plan too. And so in sports, the other team had a plan. So other businesses that do the same thing that you do, they came into the year with a plan as well. And based on how well they implemented their plan, you may need to make adjustments. So, Mike Tyson, I believe it is famously known for saying everybody's got a plan until they get hit, right? Well, it's the same thing with our businesses. It's the same thing with our goals, with our growth and development. I mean, again, this crosses all sectors, all areas of our lives. Even financial planning. My business partner and friend, Cedric LaFleur, right? He has a Facebook group where he's encouraging us to save money and have a plan. And so this is what we would save bi-weekly or weekly to hit that financial goal. And I'm sure many people in that group as well. They've looked at where they are. Some have done better, right? Because COVID maybe reduced some spending, but some did worse because COVID may have impacted income. So again, it's still mid-time, mid-year, halftime. So what do you need to do? Look at what you decided you wanted to do, where you are in relationship to where you should be, and then ask yourself, what adjustments can I make? So go back to now thinking about December 31st, if that's the end of your year, if it's a calendar year, and do what I love to do. Start with the end in mind, right? So think about, where do I want to be financially, health-wise, in my business, number of customers, number of some people make business goals based on their giving, right? Because they donate or give a percentage of their money away to charities and organizations. So where am I there? But start with the end in mind. So where do you want to be between now, July, and December 31st? And then break that down into milestones, more measurable objectives. So let's just say theoretically, I say, well, by the end of the year, I want to lose 30 pounds, right? That's a health goal. Well, what I can do is say, okay, 6 months left. That means I need to lose 5 pounds a month. Now, all of a sudden, it's a little bit more manageable. And then I can break that down and figure out, how do I make this work? Maybe your goal was, if you're a business coach, right? Because some of us are coaches. I wanted to add 10 new clients to my profile or portfolio this year. How can I do that? Well, there's 6 months left. So on average, if you could add, 1 to 2 new clients a year, you're now closer to that goal. Maybe your goal was to save a certain amount of money. Maybe your goal was to pay down debt. Maybe your goal was to read, 20 books this year. So again, break that down. What does that look like? Our goals can be achievable, even if we haven't done everything we could have done the first 6 months, right? It's halftime, so we make adjustments. So again, my sports enthusiasts, who can just really remember the time, and these are the most memorable games, right? When your team was so far behind at halftime, and then the coach made the appropriate adjustments, the players kicked it in gear, and guess what? Not only did they have a comeback, but they blew out the other team. That's because they made halftime adjustments. So again, you can do it too. And I'm only talking about 2020, right? I'm not talking about halftime of your life or halftime or of your other things, but just of 2020. Have goals, have expectations, because I'm still a firm believer in the fact that we get what we expect more times than not. So if we have low expectations, we get low results. If we have high expectations, we get high results, right? And even if we don't hit all of them, we get so much closer because we were striving and thinking and envisioning and bringing and welcoming those types of things into our lives, right? So mid-year halftime adjustments. What are those for you? What can you do to get you closer to where you want to be by the end of 2020? Again, COVID is real. Social justice is real. All these things that have interrupted the flow of life are real. So we're not negating those. What you're facing. See, in January, when you set your goals, you had no awareness that COVID-19 was going to happen. At least I didn't. I know some people knew before January, but I didn't. Full transparency. But it's real, right? I probably won't do another 3 or 4 in-person events this year. So how do I adjust? How do I adjust my goals so that I hit my financial goals, my deliverables, impact the number of lives I want to impact in a different way? Because again, I have better information now. So I can tweak, I can make halftime adjustments like the great coaches do. So you can do it too. Think through it. If you need a thinking partner or a coach, I'm here for that as well. But think through it. And how can you guide your organization, your team, yourself, your family to finish off 2020 in the way that you desire, or at least get close to it, right? So again, thank you guys for watching. I know it's been a while. I'll get back on my routine, I promise. And for all of you who sent condolences and well wishes to myself, my family, especially my mom, who had been with my dad for 65 years almost. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. I love you guys. And we will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.